We're at Belle Fourche High School visiting with their head wrestling coach, Bill Abell. Bill, it's always good to see you and talk about some wrestling.
It's always nice to have you guys up to the room, so it's good conversations.
You guys had some good competition here recently.
Yeah, we've had went in the break, the moratorium. I love that moratorium. Give kids some time away, and this year is kind of hard because we haven't had a bunch of competition going into it. But anyways, we get out of that. We picked up a tournament in Harding County, and then last Thursday we dueled. We had a quad in Spearfish, and then on Friday we had a JV quad in Sturgis.
You have one girl on the
Yes.
team.
Yep.
I was going to say how the boys do, but you do have a girl.
We going into the break, our records didn't look so hot. We kind of got beat up in Rapid, and our records showed. But since then, we've been chipping away, and the records are kind of getting back to where I figured they should be by now. We got some wins. We got a couple, you know, really good wins for the guys. Certainly gut matches and stuff like that, which is great. And then going into Spearfish, we swept the duels. Individually, there's some matches we got beat up on, but I think overall we wrestled pretty solid. And then the JV quad was I think it's awesome. We weigh in our JV kids twice a week if we can, and we weigh in our varsity kids twice a week. So we can get kids matches if we can find it. So.
For the casual wrestling fan, what is a gut match?
My thing, like if it gets right down to it. This particular match was Brooks Cluton at 220. He prior to the break, we're in Lemon, and this kid beat us up. Not only pinned us, but he beat us up. Then he pinned us, and it came down to pure guts. And Brooks was just battling from the get go. The kid came out, and Brooks kind of took his confidence from him and got him all frustrated and got him deep in the match and ended up beating him. So got some back points on him, and it was a great match, and stuff like that. When it kind of shows some character. I love those matches.
So. I understand that the quad down in Spearfish had kind of a wild crowd. Really getting into it.
Yeah, it was nice. They didn't have fan restrictions, I don't believe. And it was nice to start seeing, full arenas or events again. It's hard to get excited when the crickets are chirping. The tournaments, I gotta say, those have been kind of nice because a lot of the tournaments get so overcrowded. But the duels and quads, they're never overcrowded. And this one, it was nice because it was the first one this year that it was actually got loud enough to where you can tell there was excitement, and there was some fire in the air, so it's great.
Any wrestlers surprised you since the beginning of the year?
I've had several that have just went both ways, I guess. Haley, my one girl, she's started off really hot, and then we have kind of fell into a slump, and I don't know if she put too high of expectations on herself or what she did, that she's kind of went down. And now this last week she started bouncing back out. So it's nice to having her out. Like I said, we had two. The other one, it didn't work out. So, but just I guess as a whole, where we're at, I'm pretty tickled. Aiken Crowley has been one of the more shocking. Just this year, it started clicking. And I was preseason. You kind of think you get used to the same things. Seeing what are they going to come out like. And Aiken was just a different kid altogether. So he came out totally different, and he's been wrestling really solid. Levi Melanson is another one that I didn't know really what to expect. He finished kind of hard. He came in a little heavy, had to cut some weight to get down to 95. And now that he's there, he looks good. He looks really good. He's wrestling solid. So, yeah, it's been good. So.
Got plenty of competition coming up to keep them sharp.
Yeah, we got a quad down in Custard on Thursday. And then nothing Friday, and then we have Black Hills Conference here. We're hosting that here on Saturday.
Of course, once in a while, do the kids talk about the state tournament?
Or
is that too far off?
A little too far out for my guys yet. Yeah. The big one we're all excited about is next week we go to Chamberlain, and it's a overnighter. It's our only, usually in wrestling, at least with us, everything's overnighters. And I don't think the guys ever get sick of them, but they get a little desensitized to it. Now this year we haven't had anything. We're an overnighter, so we got a lot of guys that are really excited to get out, and just have a long road trip and have a couple days of wrestling and put them back to back. So.
Yeah, wrestling's a great sport. Got a lot of folks that like to watch these videos, and we appreciate you taking time to visit.
Oh man, thanks for coming up. I always appreciate it. So.
Yeah.
All righty, thank you.